And Jonathan Cogan, let's start with the front page of Saturday's Daily Mail.
Yes, this is a bit of a rollercoaster here. So, woke stunt row over Met terror chief's hot flush vest. Sounds like a weird little tongue twister there. So, Britain's anti-terror chief has been accused of a woke stunt after he donned a special jacket that simulates menopausal hot flushes at Scotland Yard. So, the Assistant Commissioner, Matt Jukes, who is the Met Police's new he-for-she gender equality lead, he wore it's called a Menavest, and he wore it in a meeting to mark Menopause Awareness Month. And now, if you live with my mum, every month was Menopause Awareness Month. But he said he found the vest with heated pads at times uncomfortable and at times distracting. He said the heat, when he wore it, came in waves, and he had a feeling of, oh no, not now, and an anticipation before really losing my train of thought. So, yeah, that's mum all over.
Does he find terrorism uncomfortable as well?
I think that's less of a problem for him now, because he hasn't worked out how to take the vest off, so it's sort of fused on like a terrible, terrible curse. But is it a good use of resources?
Simon Fanshawe, you have to worry that they're not focused on the job at hand, which is to stop Brits being blown up.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, but these are two separate stories. There's nothing that wearing a man vest that gives you the experience of what women actually go through during menopause, notwithstanding that you've experienced it second-hand.
Of course.
Do you live with your mum?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
Not after it got so bad.
No, I suddenly thought, oh, my God. No, these are two separate things. Look, it's perfectly sensible. Men should understand what women go through in the menopause. Men should understand what women go through living with them. They should have to live with an avatar of their own and put up with their own behaviour, and we should be made to simulate childbirth.
Of ourselves?
These are good things.
I love that.
Yes, these are good things that actually poor women have to put up with. I don't, by the way. I mean, you know, when it comes to all this, don't get involved. But
well,
so I think actually this is a good thing.
Yeah, you're wonderfully house-trained, aren't you?
I'm very right, but the point is
You're not a typical bloke. You're a bit more refined than that.
Well, I was going to say, I think I'm incredibly typical of a certain class of bloke, if we're going to go there. But it's the same as spending a day in a wheelchair. This is good experiential stuff, and it's fun, and it doesn't stop you tackling terrorism. There is a deep, deep problem in the Met, and there is a deep, deep problem. They're not paying attention to crime. So what they are doing is all the other stuff, which is kind of, you know, pottering around people's houses and saying you shouldn't tweet this, that or the other. Stop doing that, wear the vest, that's fine, and tackle the terrorism.
I think you're being a little too forgiving, though, because the messaging on this is not great, given the fact that taxpayers want to see their hard-earned money going into the prevention of attacks from those who wish us ill.
Yeah, but you can prevent attacks while you're wearing a Menavest.
But it doesn't scream that they're focused on the fact that Britain faces an unprecedented terror threat. Do you not think our enemies are laughing at this?
No, I don't think it matters at all. I think this is an experiential thing, and I think the Daily Mail's blowing it up. They're absolutely right that actually the Met is doing really badly and isn't concentrating on burglaries.
Do you think Al-Qaeda will attack Britain when they've calculated that the Met terror chief is having his time in the month?
I don't think they'll pay any attention to it at all.
But he's on the blob in October the 3rd. That's when we dropped the bomb.
They won't pay any attention to it at all. Experiential stuff is a good thing to do. Empathy is a good thing to gather. But as long as it doesn't stop you doing other things, what they should be doing is then, with the vest on, in the wheelchair, solving the crime.
Oh, my goodness, the world's gone mad.